Gaia is a connected system, then we're kind of found within it. Everything we do impacts Gaia. I think one of the most beautiful things we can do is to very consciously decide on what we want to impart upon Gaia and create new connections with the Gaia for the benefit of all. So I got my tonsils removed from a surgery a couple of years ago. I took the images of my tonsils and put them on that planet, and it had 2 moons orbiting this planet made of other cells that I've grown, neurons, muscle cells. And then I wanted to display the bodies of the solar system in a way that kind of blends technology and biology. So I made this kind of conductor sand that's half giant metal jellyfish, half spider, and let the planets kind of orbit around the room. If we're cells within a larger rectangular system, then the things that are cells within us might have a personhood like our personhood. And so I wanted to give those cells some sort of platform to be people and to have a world. Another project I'm excited to talk about is this ocean diaries project, where I've always loved the way seashells look. We took scrapings with a shell, ran it through a tandem mass-spectrometer, which told us the components of the shell, and then using a chemical language I've recently developed, translate the molecules of the shells into poetry and wrote the poetry onto pages within these shells, making this literally books they can read that the ocean has written. A new technology I recently put out a patent for, which is a bioreactor to grow biofilm in a 3-dimensional scaffold by spraying the nutrients onto a mold. I was curious to use this new technology to understand something deeper about the bacteria experience. And so I wanted to give the bacteria a face and a body, something that we humans can empathetically relate to. Walking around and seeing different parts of things and feeling like there's so much symmetry and so much kind of repeated patterns from the small to the large, and being curious about that and being curious about what is my experience versus an atom's experience and what is shared, what is different. And I think a lot of that curiosity drives forward. That's why I think that MIT thrives on both of these spheres. There's such wonderful artists here as well as wonderful scientists. It's because there's just a genuine drive for curiosity and like, I don't know, obsession at MIT that lets people really create something beautiful. Having this exhibition was a really wonderful moment to just kind of bring a lot of ideas from brain into reality and to, have this wonderful support from the community, from whether that's the MIT coffee shop or the maker mentors like Lisa Meir, to my PI, Professor Ian Hunter. Just having people support me to create things I want to create has been really wonderful.